Coming up on The Tonight Show, Cher and Gary Coleman join guest host Joan Rivers in 30 minutes.
From Alabama's News Center, this is the WSFA TV News 10 o'clock report.
Good evening. The results of today's election in Troy may have started a fatal fire in Montgomery. Fire investigators say they are almost certain the trailer fire that claimed one man's life started in the kitchen. The early morning blaze on Vaughn Road left 34-year-old Philip Averett dead. Another man in the trailer escaped with minor injuries. The trailer was already surrounded by flames by the time firemen arrived. The trailer and all of its contents were destroyed in the fire. A Tallahassee man is behind bars tonight in connection with a March 30th hit-and-run accident in Elmore County. Eastern Boulevard in Montgomery this evening, you may have come across this accident at the intersection of the bypass and Buckboard. Officials on the scene told TV 12 News a pickup truck was heading north on the bypass when a Triumph sports car apparently entered the bypass from Buckboard directly in the path of the oncoming truck. There's at least one serious injury in the accident. Alabama textile mills got a visit from some Washington congressmen today. Lisa Walsh will have a report on efforts to help the ailing industry when we come back.
Restrictions will be an uphill battle.
I wouldn't want to kid you, it's going to be difficult.
It's something heard often in the U.S., buy American, but that's what they have to do a little homework if they want to get a new pay plan thereafter.
Year after year, locking in some of the bad teachers in this state.
It will reward good teachers with extra pay. I think we were all rewarded with a wonderful day today. It was gorgeous.
It was gorgeous, but we're in for another cold night. But springtime is going to return to Alabama, and we'll talk about that right after this break. Just yet, we're in for another cold night in April. A cold high-pressure area has taken control of Alabama, and you can see from our south-central satellite photo as of 9 o'clock tonight, clear skies over the state of Alabama. Just the only exception would be Mobile Bay, some clouds there, associated with a big band of moisture out in the Gulf along a stationary front. Also, low pressures building south of Texas, and you'll see the clouds begin to overtake parts of Texas and back into the west. But generally, a good night across the Tennessee Valley area and in Alabama. Again, the colder temperatures tonight, part of a massive high-pressure area on our weather map tonight. You'll see the center of that high over the northeast, the Ohio Valley area, but this high pressure area extends from the Canadian border all the way down through the southeast and down through parts of Florida, so we're in for a very chilly night. Already snow falling once again up in the New England states. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, by the way, today picked up about a foot of snowfall, so definitely not springtime just yet up in the northeast. Low pressure developing over Mexico south of Texas, causing some rain showers and moisture building. We could eventually see some clouds out of that system by about Thursday or closer toward the end of the week. But again, we are in the clear for tonight with a high pressure giving us the colder winds out of the northwest and cool temperatures. How cold will it get across the state of Alabama tonight? Here are some of our expected lows. In Bridgeport, we're looking for a low of 29 degrees, 33 in the Birmingham area, about 36 or 37 here in Montgomery. And of course, temperatures will dip down into the 40s along the coastal areas and in Dothan tonight. The rest of the nation in for a nippy night as well. Of course, 30s and 40s across the southeast. A good chunk of the southeast, by the way, within the 30-degree range, back up into the Ohio Valley area. 40s across the Midwest, and even colder with 20-degree readings across the northern plains tonight. Temperatures in Alabama are on their way down at 10 o'clock. This is what it looked like. 47 in Birmingham, 50 degrees in the Mobile area, 53 in Enterprise and in Dothan, 52 in the capital city. Color radar scanning from Montgomery showing clear skies across the state of Alabama tonight. This morning's low in the capital city, 38 degrees, had a high this afternoon of 67, humidity at 50%, barometric pressure is at 30.28 inches and on the rise. No rainfall, of course. Dry as a bone out there. Lake levels on your screen. Tomorrow's sunrise, 5:23, sun setting at 6:11. And here's the forecast. Clear and cold once again tonight with light winds out of the northwest. A low near 37 degrees tonight. Fair and warmer tomorrow with southeast winds as that high pressure drifts to the east of the state with a high near 71. We'll see that warming trend take effect for the rest of the week too. Another cool night though tomorrow night with a low near 45. Then on Thursday, increasing cloudiness as that high drifts to the east and a high of 74 degrees. The extended outlook, Partly cloudy on Friday and Sunday. Wouldn't you know it, it's about 3 weeks straight this has happened. A chance of rain on Saturday with lows in the 50s, 40s by Sunday night, highs in the 70s on Saturday and dipping down into the 60s by Sunday. That's just a chance of rain though, Lynn, so let's don't get upset about it yet.
All right,
Okay.
I'll reserve that thought.
All right.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Welcome to you, Mark Thornhill. What's up tonight in sports?
Well, the Atlanta Braves are up. They began their 85 campaign tonight successfully. We'll talk about that and much more coming up next on 12 Sports. Well, just who would leave the nice, warm, sunny climate of Miami for the Great White North? Well, Bernie Kosar, so it appears. Today, the Minnesota Vikings swung a deal with the Houston Oilers for the services of the former University of Miami quarterback. The Vikings will send their 2 top draft choices in the upcoming NFL draft to Houston for Kosar's services next season. In town tomorrow and Thursday. The Tide will play Alabama State tomorrow night at 7 o'clock out at Patterson Field. Then the Tide will move over to the campus of Alabama Christian to play the Eagles Thursday afternoon at 2 o'clock. Meanwhile, the Auburn Tiger baseball squad was on the diamond tonight, taking on interstate rival Alabama Birmingham. Auburn winning that contest 9-8. The college as their new head basketball coach. The hiring of Richardson, of course, fills the void left by the departure of Eddie Sutton. Sutton, now a head coach at Kentucky. Well, this is the last week of a regular season in the National Basketball Association. Only one playoff spot remains as yet unfilled. The Atlanta Hawks out on the West Coast, where it is still early evening at this hour, Lynn.
That's right, 2 hours earlier.
That
Hey,
is
Mark,
correct.
You know any jokes?
I'll have to tell you a few later.
Oh, okay. Well, Montgomery now has its own comedy club, and we'll tell you about tonight's grand opening when the 10 o'clock report continues. I'm Lynn Sampson. On behalf of all of us here at TV 12, thanks for watching, and good night.
WSFA Television, Montgomery.